Welcome back everyone. Today we have a different video, this time for Whitebeard, but this is a different kind of Whitebeard. As you can see, I'm playing a lot of Rushers and a lot of Zoros. So I play against something similar on when I was playing the case tournament. Someone brought this and I almost lost to this because it was too aggressive, and it kind of interested me and I wanted to try it out. This is the version that I built for it, though. However, it's playing cards like Nami, because I think if you're trying to do all of this, Nami is great for that, as it will allow you to tap out every turn and attack with the leader for 7. And I'm trying to push damage every turn, so my cards are getting there. As you can see, I'm not playing the 9-drop, so that has its advantages and disadvantages. So people are gonna want to, if they see Whitebeard now, because of the builds that they are out there right now, they are expecting the 9-drop on turn 9, right? So when they see this leader, they want to deal you the damage and they want to over attack, so that you take a damage and you don't play a Whitebeard with like 2 or 1 life. And you get to take advantage of that because you just take those hits and they still have to go through your whole hand to try to kill you, and that's not always that easy. And that's not at all that's not easy at all. So you need to take advantage of that. And in the meantime, your curve, as you want it to happen, is gonna be Nami into Zoro, into another Zoro, into this Zoro probably. You're attacking for 7, for 6, and for 6 on that turn, and then you go into Luffy, and then you go into Ace, and then you're trying to do, that's the curve, the dream curve of the deck. And you're to back that up, you're playing 18 2K counters, so that's a lot of 2K counters you have, and a lot of defense that you can have for free. And to defend the leader after that, so they have to run you out of 2K counters in hand. You're playing the guard point and the beams as a 4 of each, because they're easy to keep up once you have all these guys. And the deck worked very well. It's been doing very okay. Is it better than the regular version? Probably no. The 9-drop does take you out of like hard situations. There are matchups that you only win just because you have the 9-drop. But this, like Ace, is just as good. This card being able to minus 3K something, it allows you to stabilize the board, and you also get to untap with some powerful cards. Like this card is really powerful to untap with. So it is a really nice concept that was going on there. And yeah, I mean it worked very well, and I wanted to showcase it. So yeah, let's go see some games. Okay, and we're going first, and we have the card that we drew the Nami 1 turn late, but we have the card that we made the deck for, basically. Oh, these Namis are coming late, eh? We get to play the Zoro at least. They want to go first, either way, but now we have a good curve here, because we kind of go for 7 and at least play some cards here. Maybe we get another Zoro, that would be ideal. Let's start with that. Let's see if we can get a Zoro. We did not, but we did get a Radical. It's not terrible. And we get a Nami, and I want to get the Nami going for sure. And we're just gonna start attacking for big numbers. I'm gonna attack for 7. I'm gonna attack for 8, I guess. I could have played the other Nami, actually. It's not a bad idea. Against this deck, I can just go wide. I can do that next turn either way. That's another Nami. That's up really quickly. I want to protect the Zoro, however. This is my main attacker, and I want a Nami to get me another Zoro or another Luffy. That would be ideal, because removal is gonna start piling up here. Yeah, exactly. At least he doesn't get to attack with anything. And we're gonna do 7s, as I know 7 is a good number against him. Do Nami here. Attack it here. Let's do the other Nami actually. Bagua, let's do this one because I want to get something going. Nothing. Guess I'm gonna need these things. I already used the Nami, so let's attack for 7 again. Let's keep pressuring the life total. That's an okay draw. I mean, it's slow and you can proc the leader. So it's not that amazing, but it's fine. I think I just need one Nami. I don't think I need two. Oh no, my Nami! I mean, if he wants to use the leader there. I don't think he wants to. Yeah, because then I go to 1. Yeah, it's fine. I can just do this. By 1 turn. I'll attack for 7, of course. And then I'll attack for 7. I'll attack for 7 again. Put him to 0. Play another Nami, get a rusher. That's all I need. Oh, you got him. That is fine. I don't mind this outcome. I cannot prevent going to 0 anyway, so I'm just gonna take it. And then I'm gonna put the Zoro here. I mean the Usopp. Just don't care enough about his board. I'll attack for 7s. It's just my best option. And then I have an unblockable threat if I put him to 0. I just need to survive 1 more turn, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's already used a lot of resources. So yeah, let's just defend this turn. I think I can get away with Luffy plus the leader. Wait, he didn't use... I just assume he's gonna use some other card. Like a king, maybe? Well, like, Yes, I think I want to, because I know what I'm thinking. So that forces him to play the removal and not like a blocker, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want him to play a blocker. That's the main thing I want to prevent. Yeah, that one. And if he wants to attack 17 here, I'm my leader. He should have used like the leader ability here. I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna punish him for doing that. No blocker. 2. Can I out combo his 7 if he goes all in? Let me see. Yeah, I have to bluff him that I have enough. Because that's the only way that I'm gonna win this matchup. He had a lot of removal, so it was kind of hard to keep up. I mean, I have 2 up, so he's gonna be very scared of doing that. And I'm gonna need the extra rusher here. Exactly what I thought. He disconnected. He didn't have it. I have enough attackers. He messed up. He thought I was gonna just let it die and attack with the leader first. He should have attacked with the Kusan. Then I would have let it die. But that was a small misplay that cost him the game, and I have to capitalize on that. That's who you just have to capitalize on mistakes. It's the only way. He probably has cards that he cannot counter with. Alright, and we have a game against Magellan. I'm sorry about this commentary playback, because I had an issue with the audio for this game. So let's just go over it like again. So we're playing against this deck. This deck is supposed to be a bad matchup, because usually if they play 2 of the 5-drop, they're able to stall you back 2 turns, and that's really bad for you. But in this game, however, I'm able to well, first he didn't see the 5-drop, so it's kind of spoilers, but like that's one thing that this deck, if it doesn't see the 5-drop on curve, it's not as good anymore. But it didn't really matter because I was going first, so seeing the 5-drop on curve or not, it was not gonna be that big of an issue either way, because I was still gonna be able to play my cards. And if he plays the 5-drop, I just attack with 7, 7, 7, 7, and I'm still fine. I can just defend the next turn. Here he has to use the Brachio. Interesting card to play on this leader, but there you go, it worked a little bit. And here, but I'm gonna play my ace. I have an attack with the Zoro, because I mean my curve just came out too expensive, and I have 2 aces, so I have to get him down quickly. And it still worked here. Like, it doesn't matter. It's still gonna be a card that is gonna attack for 7k eventually, unless he gets rid of it. But I'm fine with that. Like, it was a threat there all the time, and I was able to still be able to play my curve. And if he removes that, I'm still have 2 aces as a backup, so it's not gonna be that big of an issue. Here he plays a queen and has 3 life, so he doesn't seem to be in a bad spot right now. However, he could attack my ace, unless he's expecting me to play a 9-drop. But I think if you see that they're playing Zoro as one of their cards, you should not expect a 9-drop at all, because really, like, are you gonna play the 9-drop and all of these cards? It's a little bit too greedy. So attacking the ace was correct. And he plays a lot of blockers here. Since I'm not gonna be able to like, I have to be careful here, because if I use my energy, I have to also be able to out combo a queen in case he takes all of this, and that's what I'm counting here. Like, do I have enough counter power? And I do. So one Radical Beam and the 2Ks will be enough to out combo a all-in queen. So I'm just gonna use the energy so I can attack the leader. I did it out of order here. I should have attacked with the leader first. Force a 2K out of the leader, but it's fine. It's not the biggest issue. I do it here right now. He's gonna do a 2K, and maybe I should have not even played the aces. No, but I didn't want him to combo with the queen, like just free block with the queen. So that was just fine. It wasn't the biggest issue. Now if he goes all in with the queen, then there's a possibility that he's just gonna lose next turn. So you also have to keep that in mind if you're the opponent. Although if he goes double twice for game with the queen, I think that could have worked. Maybe that's not true. I'm not entirely sure, but I have to do the math in that end. But you also risk the fact of you could just die on the crabback, and that's just not something that you can afford to do. So I just do guard point as it's able to save me that turn. Here I gotta play around the Hell's Judgment, so I attack for 8, which I know is gonna happen either way. So I'm okay with this. And then now I'm attacking for 8. He takes it, and then it's gonna be destroyed. And I'm gonna attack for 7 because I want to put him at 0 life. And again, I can survive an all-in attack, so I'm not even concerned about that. That's not my main concern. And I'm gonna let him go. As my opponent, he has 2 options: go all in, but he loses definitely next turn, or he could try to play some blockers, attack the leader for X amount. You have to whittle down my hand either way. You cannot go after the aces, because then that's just you're up trading, and that I will love you if you attack my aces. So you have to survive the aces one more turn and try to go for game next turn. Try to eat the cards out of my hand. It would be really good. I do let the Zoro die, because if I defend them, and it's just it just bought me 1 turn because I have enough counter power, and if I attack for 7s this turn, plus another rusher that I just drew, I'm just gonna be fine. So I just need to whittle down his hand. These queens are just gonna have to block either way, and he's gonna have to block with the queens and not give any energy here. And I'm gonna keep attacking for 7 because he seems to be out of options here. He cannot really combo into the queens. And here I made a mistake. I thought I was gonna play both the 3 drops, but what I should have done here is just attack for 9. It was probably gonna be game, but I can survive 1 more turn. So either way, I was just gonna keep up the energy now. But I should have attacked for 9, keep the 2 energy up, and his next turn has to be all in into the king. But I know my hand, and my hand is good enough to out combo that. So that's not gonna be an issue for me. I'm just gonna out combo, and the next turn I have enough attacks to just win the game. That's what's gonna happen. This is not again, usually it's a good matchup for them if they see the 5 drop on curve, and they see and they stole my 9 drop, and then that way they can get ahead that way. But since I'm not playing the 9 drop and they just didn't even see the 5 drop on curve, then it was a super good matchup for me this time. Alright, and we're gonna play against the Mirror Mars, as we're gonna try to find out if it's a better game here versus the Mirror if you're going first. I do have a Nami on turn 1, which is really good. He doesn't do anything on turn 2, of course. I don't have a play here. I don't want to play one of my 2Ks. They're going to be very important for this matchup. So I'm just going to attack for a bunch and let him go. I get a Radical Beam. That's going to be good. eventually, I assume, when he tries to go for all in. Here, I maybe should have out combo out of this one, but again, I'm gonna get to 0 eventually. Although I didn't know what version he was playing, I was assuming he was playing the Straw Hats with white beer. So I get got by that, because now if he plays the Moby Dick, which I assume now because he's taking all the hits, then it's gonna be much harder for me to win. And he does play the Moby Dick, it seems like, and he goes to 1 and he wants to start using the Moby Dick already. And that's really good for him. And I think he does have it here on curve too. But I still have a decent hand. My next turn is probably going to be ace. He takes this one, so he's definitely going to KO my Luffy. Attacks for 8, I have to take it. There's no way that I can out-combo that. And this one, I do have to out-combo, because next turn, if he untaps with this board and everything is plus AK, it's going to be hard for me to defend. And I have to make a play where I go for the ace, or I go for the... with everything a leader. But I decide to go for the ace because I'm still at 1 life left after this turn, and I can maybe try to go for game next turn. However, my opponent decides that he's gonna out combo out of this one because he's trying to go for game. He's trying to take advantage of the fact that I tapped out, and he's trying to defend his guy here. I was impressed at the fact that he did that, but that's like a high gamble kind of play. Although he is attacking for 8 on basically 3 cards, so there's merit to the play. And attacking for 9, for example, here, I have to combo 2 2Ks. So my opponent is thinking he probably doesn't have that many 2Ks. They play the same deck and they're thinking, I mean, you probably don't have that many. But they just don't know that I play a different kind of version where I'm just going to have a lot of 2Ks. And he kind of priced himself out of this game because next turn I'm definitely going to go 17 at leader and trying to go for game. So he does have to kind of, unless I have enough counter power, like either he plays something here or he forces my hand. But there's no counter power that I could have that is just going to allow me to survive next turn. So I do have to go for 17 at leader. And I take that life because, of course, defending that life is not good. And I want him to tap out so I can go 17 at leader and just go for game. And he just doesn't know that I just played too many 2K counters. I do play a lot. So going all in when I'm tapped out is not even, like being tapped out is not even that big of an issue for me. So it's nice to just, again, having 2Ks is good. Ooh, this hand is actually very, very good. So I'm gonna take the first one. That Nami is gonna be amazing. There's going to be a turn which is gonna be really good. I'm gonna attack with this one first, and then let's play the Zoro. And that turn is gonna be next turn actually, probably. I'm gonna be able to probably also keep up my Radical Beam. No, oh you monster. But that opens the avenue for me to play the Luffy. So everything works out in the end. I don't want him to bottom deck my ace. So I'm gonna try to play the ace like after he plays the Mihawk. So it's much harder for him to get around my cards. And I'm gonna put the pressure on him next turn. Oh my god. He's playing this. Alright, that's funny. No, that's super funny. Play the Nami. And then I'll play you. Touch this one. Little does he know, I don't really care for that card. At least let's attack for 6 on this one. Let's be at least a little bit careful not to die. Keep up 1 energy. It's funny. His card is actually decent. Oh, he doesn't have 2Ks. So he's gonna eat these 2 attacks. Already used my Nami. Then keep going super hard my opponent. Could have a bounce spell out of life. He has the Brick Fist, but sure. I mean, that card, alright. It is a bounce spell, I guess. This is where you metagame. When everyone is trying to metagame you against your deck, then you metagame back by playing these cards. Like, no one is expecting this to happen. I'm gonna use my Radical here, my guard point, because it's gonna be hard for me to keep up energy in the next turn. I need to just be able to do this. I will play this, however, as I want to see if he wants to defend this one. I want to get rid of him. Okay. Well, attack for 7 here. I don't really need to, so I'm just gonna attack for 6. What's he gonna do? Bounce it back to my hand? Alright. I will force that out of him. So he cannot do back-to-back Mihawk. I have to be able to out-combo the Mihawk and the Ivankov. As 19, 19 will be 14, 16, and 2. 14, 16, 18, 20, and then that out-combos the Mihawk. So I need exactly the cards in my hand. So I'm gonna let this one die. It just has the bounce back either way, so it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna use the Nami here to attack this, maybe. I'm gonna use just the Zoros. No, it's not efficient. Ooh, my opponent conceded. I have the rushers. I just needed to be able to keep up 2 energy. So I can out combo the all-in attack on the Mihawk, and I could have combo the this guy, but I could have just played the Ace, destroy that one, and then attack for 7. All right, and for final thoughts, this deck is really nice. One thing that you do get to take advantage of is that most of the time you probably want to go first always, of course, but people do also sometimes make you go first, because they see Whitebeard and they want you to take the life quickly and they want to attack you. So it is something that a lot of people do opt to do to make you go first. Some other people don't want you to play Whitebeard on curve, but like either way, your curve does not get affected by that, because you either play this one on turn 3. If you're going second, you get to play Zoro on turn 3. On 4 energy, and on 6 energy, you get to play a Luffy and attack with the Zoro, and both is gonna be 6, 6, and 6. So you get to attack for the same numbers, going first or second. So that's very nice. The deck is very consistent on its game plan, and that's something good. That's something that not every deck gets to do. And this card impressed me a lot. This card has been overperforming in this deck at least. But it's kind of hard to fit it and fit the Whitebeard and fit all these cards that you want to fit. So yeah, take it with like that little bit of information in mind. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Have a good day.